they're doing this, they're coming, they want that cheek, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're coming for that, and it's about to happen. These guys, they're not showered. You know, they don't got that beard maintenance. And I'm telling every single person that's watching this right now that if you're balding and balding is in your genetics, just give up. I've tried the chemicals for months. Didn't work. I tried derma stamping. You know, I remember that? I poked my head with microscopic needles.
Welcome back to RaBBois. My name is Yitz, joined by my brother Tzvi. No verbiage, not handsome this week, just regular Tzvi. And by the way, I am starting to get concerned. I don't want you to get much bigger because more people have been talking to minors, and I'm nervous. It comes with the territory.
What? Oh, no. What are you talking about? Well, you're saying...
Another streamer's like cameraman turns out was talking to minors.
Oh, yeah. First off, I'm not... It was jokes that I made on the internet of where I was making fun of people getting big, end up talking to minors on the internet, but that's not me. I wouldn't do that.
That's good.
Yeah, no, Kai Cenat's camera guy. Kai Cenat is a big streamer and YouTuber. His camera guy talked to a minor apparently. Well, I heard the situation actually what it was, and it doesn't sound as bad from what it could have been. Was he was talking to a 17-year-old who lied and said she was 19, which if that's the case, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
But they said not good. But I'm pretty sure he might have continued speaking afterwards. After that allegedly, that which might make that more of an issue. But I don't know the whole story, so I'm not gonna...
But you know what? There's a lot of famous guys out there who don't talk to minors when they become big. So maybe you won't. I know. My point is, I don't know. Is it like an urge? Like it's like famous, and it's like now let's like.
Yeah. Every week there's a new.
Now they start talking to minors because they're like it's just like I have to.
You know, there's a new Diddy every week. Do you know Diddy?
Yeah.
Who's Diddy?
He's a artist.
Okay. Songwriter. Do you know that there's a website? Did I say this? I already said this last week. I'll say it again real quick. That there's a website where you could search what song was made on your birthday, or like what was trending with the day you were born. And mine was I didn't say it. It was a Diddy song.
On your birthday?
Yeah, on my birthday. Yeah, it's a Diddy song.
I gotta check mine.
Yeah, you gotta check yours. It's amazing. Yeah, every week there's a new Diddy going around, and you know, causing some stuff. And for some reason, it's specifically in the social media. What it made me realize is maybe it's not as much of people on social media get big and start talking to minors as it might just be people in you know, there might just be a lot more people.
Yes, I was saying that last week. I said that I think everything that's representative in the general population is representative in a subgroup, where it's like there's creepy people in every subgroup. Mm-hmm. So just like there's creepy people in the world, so of course there's going to be YouTubers and streamers who are doing bad things because people do bad things.
Yes,
they happen to be streamers.
Everyone that's watching this, type local predators in my area, and there's a website. It will show every single like sex offender that's in your area. I remember doing it back in Cincinnati. Dude, it's like there's just like red dots everywhere, like all over the place. I was like, these guys are just here chilling, and it was really, like it opened my eyes a little bit. That it's a lot more than you think. So be aware of that. And also completely unrelated, but I was completely sunburned last episode, and I said that the burn would turn brown. And I just want to say, do you not see what's going on here? Do you not see this?
You're beautiful.
No, well, that's obvious. But I'm saying like it actually worked. No, they were doubting me. They were making fun. They were saying I look like a cherry, right? That wasn't nice, and it actually worked. Like I turned tan, and I've been getting a lot of people in my comments in my recent YouTube video. They're saying, "Wow, Boy, you look much tanner, and your beard's coming in nicely," And I've been more recent than ever. I've actually been getting more compliments about this is just a glazed Tzvi episode, honestly. Just screw you and just have this be about me.
This is literally the one episode I didn't compliment you. So now you're taking it upon yourself.
Listen, I've been figuring out beard maintenance more recently, and I've been getting more people saying nice things about it, including my comments. And then and then I was like, you know what? It's nice of people to say, but like, You don't wake up like this. Do you understand? Like it's of course you
No.
understand. You understand the most of all
course I do.
people. Of
Oh yeah, what's that mean?
a man that has once maintained his beard now is it's a beard. It's definitely there, and
You
that's
know what?
great.
I don't appreciate the comments.
No, you could
Let's
have.
pick each other up.
Listen, you could have. First off, you didn't start off with a compliment, so you're one to talk. But you could literally have like a beautiful beard if you like actually like put some like tender love and care into it. Like what happens?
Some people just don't have time.
Don't have time. What are you talking about? No, you're just hella lazy. It does take time though. Guess how long this takes me. This beard situation.
Please don't take more than 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. It's like max 20 because you gotta blow dry. I didn't even realize, by the way, that like
you're going to the women's aisle.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with this society.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong. No, but I remember when I was younger, I was like, oh, when the second your beard comes in, you start using beard oil and whatever, and you just completely don't know how to use it, and you just end up with like a greasy beard with freaking like curls. No, I know this is an important
thing.
thing.
Go for that beard kiss at events.
Oh,
go for that beard kiss, and it's like the oil beard.
No, we got to talk about the beard kiss. You can't just say that. Is it? I mean, it's for sure like a cultural thing in different cultures, but for some reason, specifically in the Hasidic Judaism branch,
it's like when Europeans kiss each other on the cheek. So apparently we took it, even though like most people are from Russia, but somehow I guess there's a Russian thing too.
Isn't it? It's French. No, I mean
it's that whole area. So I guess people always did it, but we're American, bro. We don't kiss each other and get away from my face. So, but every time if you get engaged or at a wedding, a big celebration, so like it's a show of how close we are. So you do the side kisses, but like
get your face cubes out of my mouth.
Too much beard. It's just
it is. So we just call it the beard kiss, and I saw you do it to one of our old high school teachers
because they come in. And it's like when they lean in for the kiss, and like, what are you supposed to do?
I'm like, bro, I don't know you like that. Like, it's I've never done it yet, by the way. I haven't been in that situation.
Really? Maybe if you get engaged.
No, I don't want a beard kiss. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be very. I'm going to be.
Yeah, when they come in, you'd be like.
Yeah, no, I'm extending. Well, because sometimes it's scary. You gotta like match their movement, and you gotta combat it. You gotta be assertive because if they're doing this. If they're doing this, they're coming. They want that cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like they're coming for that, and it's about to happen. And these guys they're not showered. They don't got that beard maintenance. At least if you kiss my beard, your lips will come out cleaner. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to this dandruff infested beard situation. I'm not doing that. It's why it's hilarious when I saw you do that.
That's why we don't go out.
We don't go out. I saw a comment on our recent video. I didn't know which one of us he was talking about.
No, it's for sure me.
It was for sure you. I realized because I guess it's more obvious for you. I hide it better. And it was actually one of the comments on the Discord that I was going to read out today, which was actually let me just take a quick look at exactly what the comment said. It said, it's more towards me. He asked, "Are you secretly bald?" Right. For you, it's not as much of a secret. You're not bald, by the way. You're not bald. But I am secretly bald.
Dear life.
Yeah, no, I have like an actual like bad bald spot going on right now. Not like that one family member, but like if you know, you know. But it's developing, and it's actually becoming a serious problem. And I was at the beach with my friends, burning my body. And they're like, Svi, I'm like, yeah, I know. It was getting bad. They saw.
You have to burn your head in order to tan it.
Okay, I'm gonna shave my whole head, and it's just gonna be pale white underneath the entire thing. But we're going to Turkey. You want to go to Turkey with me?
No.
I'm going to Turkey with my friend eventually.
Wait, yeah, you gotta wait till all the the.
No, it's fine. But do you do like anything or like for your hair, or you just kind of accept
2-in-1? I would go for 3-in-1, but
Wait.
My wife would be like, "Hey, man, they can't have that many products in one container."
Wait, you talking about shampoo, conditioner, 2-in-1?
Yeah.
Have you ever done any research on like anti-balding products?
Hell no.
Wow, I respect that honestly.
Do you know that our van driver when we were in high school, basically in high school, in order like every once in a while they take us out shopping, so we have a van driver, designated van driver, whatever. Someone just worked for the school. So he's a little interesting. He told us that he just takes. Wait, no, he buys shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, and he just pours it in one big container, because then it's 3-in-1.
That's not. I don't know if that's how it works. I mean, that can't be good for your skin.
He didn't smell too great.
Body. Yeah. I don't. You know, the perfume showers these guys take. Like they don't freaking shower, but they just put perfume all over them. So I don't know if that's not. I wouldn't necessarily call that a good anti-balding routine. I went into it. I think you remember this. I don't think I've talked about it on here.
Yeah. You took experimental drugs.
2-in-1 shampoo is not good for. That's like you shouldn't shampoo every single day. If it breaks like the follicles, you only gotta do it like once a week, technically speaking.
I don't take advice from you ever since you went on keto and you're like passing out. You said, "Don't worry, you're supposed to pass out."
Okay, I didn't pass out on keto.
You're like hallucinating.
You know what? Yeah, keto didn't work, but I'm back on my diet and I'm chilling. I really just diet, man. That's really what I gotta do. But you're gonna be distracted from the important task at hand.
I'm trying to.
No, we're talking about our balding situation.
Is the goal?
No, we gotta talk about our balding situation and how to fix it. So there's two things. The main thing, there's two main products that majority of people will take. They'll take minoxidil and finasteride, right? Which one, listen, you rub it in your hair, one's a pill. I don't think it's kosher, I didn't take it. One stops the balding, that's the pill you take. And one is supposedly, increases. It's a chemical that rushes the blood to your head so that it's not as dead there. And there's proven studies and whatever. I tried it. There's car honking. I tried it. I stopped. It was weird and it didn't work. And I'm telling every single person that's watching this right now that if you're balding and balding is in your genetics, just give up. Just let it go. I've tried I've tried the chemicals for months. Didn't work. I tried derma stamping. I remember that? I poked my head with microscopic needles.
I forgot about that.
For months. And I would dip it.
You're just one big. You like support the whole TikTok shop.
Huh? Yeah. This was before TikTok shop. I should have got on that. Yeah. There's this guy that made his own hair growth oil and like just bullshitted completely, and people bought that crap. So
garlic and oil.
So yeah. So it was called like mango. So I don't freaking know. Strawberry.
A real cure is just rub raw garlic on your head. No, I'm serious.
Oh wow!
You should do that.
Okay, yeah, maybe
you won't know until you try it.
It's true. I won't know until I try it. But so then I was looking at these oils: rosemary oil, jojoba oil. What other oils? I was getting. Every damn oil was in my shelf, and I mixed it together because you shouldn't be all because you need to dilute a little bit. And I did that, and I derma stamped, I put the oil, then I put the minoxidil. None of it worked. It's bullshit. If you it'll work like 5%. Or if you don't have balding genetics, you'll look even better. But if you are currently balding and you're continuously balding, it's not gonna do anything. Just let it either shave it off or go to freaking Turkey, like I'm gonna do. You'll save yourself a lot of money. Although what I do right now is
I'm gonna look at your head and say, did you put rosemary oil in your hair? We can't do the surgery.
No, okay. Or he's just going to be like, yeah, that's complete bullshit. Yeah, they scam.
Well, at least when you're checking out, the cashier probably thought you were buying salad ingredients, and they had to tell her that, no, it's actually for your head.
You're not putting rosemary oil in, you do not, I don't think that's, is it edible?
Well, other oils. I don't know. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe garlic. I don't freaking know. But,
why are you nitpicking? Why are you nitpicking?
Listen, I wasn't nitpicking. I was derma stamping my freaking head. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. The point is, it's bullshit. It makes a 5% difference to shave off your entire head. Oh, I take some of the oils. I still have that oil concoction, so I brought it down here in Miami. And what I do now...
I'm surprised TSA let it through.
It's definitely no. I shipped it in my car.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
definitely it doesn't make your hair grow back, but definitely makes your hair healthier, right? My hair looking pretty healthy right now. So I take that concoction and I take a pipette and I squeeze it out. Listen here, it's like surgery, and I put it inside my specially hand-picked conditioner, right? And then I mix that shit in my hands, and then I rub it in deep in my head, and I massage it. I used to do head massages too, by the way. I was doing everything.
Oh,
there were head massages that you do to get the blood to go to your head. Then there's also that red. I think your wife
Red
told you
light
about
therapy.
it. The
Yes,
red
I was
light.
on that.
The what?
Did you do it? Did you do red light therapy? I'm
No,
actually curious.
those things cost like $500.
Exactly, because you don't want to actually commit. Instead, you spend $500 on oils and
BS.
weird essential oils and
The
rubbing on your
lights.
toes and
How?
stuff.
Please explain how lights in your head are making your hair grow. If you miss the
wavelength.
signs.
Because
Frequency.
the wavelength. It
Kabbalistic vibrations from the red corresponds to the Hebrew word for hair.
It destroys bad cells and helps regenerate new cells, which helps grow hair. Actually, makes more sense than rubbing oil.
What's the study for this laser?
I don't know what the study is. The website that I was going to buy it on said it's going to work.
So you're completely BSing, and do you
It
want
also
to waste
helps
five?
with muscle pain. Bro, athletes do it.
Yeah,
Athletes
name one
actually do it.
athlete. Name one athlete that's done it. Yeah, you can't.
Wait. I was actually trying to think.
Red light therapy. You cannot name one.
Distracted me.
You know, you can't name one. Maybe it's probably Tom Brady, if anything. He's done every damn therapy to stay his age.
I
As well
definitely
as
heard about it on sports podcasts for
Okay.
sure. I'm telling you.
probably LeBron James, which, by the way, for those who don't follow basketball, I mean, everyone knows LeBron James. Right now is the Summer Olympics and Team USA, right? LeBron James is playing on the men's basketball team as well as many other, just the best players in the world because a certain a sprinter, the runner, Noah Lyles, said a while back that it is that Team USA basketball or that the NBA when they win, whoever wins the championship in the NBA, it's an insult that they call themselves world champions because they're not actually playing other people in the world. And then the NBA laughed and said we got all the best players, yada yada yada. It basically got it made them bring the Avengers out. So that they could prove themselves this year in the Olympics. And LeBron James and all the best players are playing right now. And LeBron James is 40 freaking years old, or I don't know how old he is. And have you been seeing this? He's carrying like his entire. And I know people don't like sports, but just listen. It's like unhuman. Is that the word? What's the word?
Yeah.
It's supernatural. He's 40 years old, and he single-handedly, like 3 games, he carried like the last 2 minutes. I think one game he scored the final 11 points on his team, like to get the win, like in a close game. And he's 40 years old. He's still doing that, and that's why he's the GOAT.
Well, they better win or else be a shame.
Yeah.
A shame to the USA.
No, they'll probably win. I mean, they've been averaging. People were saying that basically when Michael Jordan was playing on the Dream Team, they used to blow out these teams by 50 points, right? So they're saying that this team isn't even comparable to them, even though there's lots of talent on this team. But when you compare the overall talent around the world back then, right? I mean, they were literally playing against like high school level in other countries because the other countries just weren't up to that standard yet. Now other countries play more basketball. When the Dream Team played in the 90s, they played against 9 other NBA players across the world, like against other teams because some people in the NBA are from other countries. So there are only 9 people from the other countries that were in the NBA. This year it's like 50 or so, or 40 or something. I mean, the talent's just much better.
I know. That's why the scores are closer. Yeah. But like, I guess it'd be so nice to watch like a Dream Team moment where there's blowing everyone out. It's gonna happen.
They're gonna play some team and they're gonna win by a lot. So I mean, it's gonna happen probably one of these games. But it's extremely impressive. And also, this is more related, but I posted a. Did I talk about this on the podcast? Maybe 10 episodes ago. I posted this. When I was in 8th grade. Okay, how do I say this? I have said this before. That basically, obviously, Harambe's death is intertwined with the timeline being messed up nowadays, and that's why COVID happened, and that's why what else? War, right? Russia, Ukraine, it all stems from Harambe dying.
Oh, I never heard that before.
Well, you never heard this? What are you talking about?
Oh,
You've
I don't
never
think
heard
they ever told
this. The day Harambe died, it was like a time traveler moment. Someone like it was like kicking the rock at the timeline. It wasn't supposed to go like this, right? Like if he was alive, the timeline would be in peace. But he died, right? He got shot, rest in peace. And now all these things are happening. And I was making a meme about it today, and it just reminded me of my 8th grade moment when I saw him a day before. You saw him, right? You saw Harambe at the zoo.
Sure, why not? I've saw him a bunch of times.
But you probably didn't know it was him, though. You racist.
Well,
Yeah, you probably didn't
I
even know
remember
which
the
one
huge
was him.
gorilla. Of course, I remember the silverback gorilla. We always liked watching him.
You remember him?
Yeah.
Do you have any? Maybe you have some words to share about about our dear. Actually, when was his yard site? We should explain what that
It was
is.
a few weeks ago, but I will say that going back to the zoo,
It was in May.
I'm just saying it's not like so much better. Like it's not like there's a whole gate. It's like an extra like bar that prevents you from climbing into the enclosure.
Oh,
now.
because you go there a bunch.
Yeah.
You go to that zoo a bunch. Yeah. Oh, so they added like the safety bar, right?
Yeah, but like there's other exhibits where it's like low key when my kids climb up, I'm like, yo, like careful, especially by the rhinos.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious.
What about the elephants? It's usually just a rope.
The elephants are, the elephants is like that, but there's more space. You can't fall into it. Talking about things that you can fall into. The elephants is kind of on the same level. They are building a new elephant exhibit. Not that anyone cares, because right now they're in this tiny little hut, and it's a tiny little area, and they look like they've lost their minds. They're just going in a circle, hitting a ball back and forth. And then we asked them. We said, "Hey, like, are they crazy? Because I would go crazy if I was that big and I was in like 2 feet of dirt." They're like, "No, they love it here." I'm like, "I don't think so."
Yeah, you're lying to yourself.
They're used to like being in the plains of Africa, running around in thousands of square miles, and now they're like this tiny little thing, and we're just move.
No.
Please.
It's a manipulation thing that they do to them from a young age. Like they could easily leave the exhibit, but they don't. They just don't. It's like they're brainwashed to just be there. It's really sad, actually. Same with the polar bears. Wasn't our polar bear in that zoo like a little,
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure he had some issues. He just walked around it was really sad. This is really freaking sad. He just walked around all day.
You get older and you realize it's looking kind of sad.
You ever watch Planet of the Apes?
No.
I watched Planet of the Apes, and I watched the whole series just a couple weeks ago. I got in a whole binge fest, and they're actually like really good movies. It sounds so stupid when you hear of it. It's for a movie about monkeys. It sounds so lame, and it was like one of like the best cinematic like storytelling, and it was amazing. And like there's one scene. Should I spoil it? I mean, you never believe what happened. You'll never believe what happens to the apes.
Spoiler alert.
They rise on the planet. Basically, the whole thing is like it's a serum that makes monkeys smarter, and it gets loose in a lab, right? I mean, this is the beginning of the movie. But then he goes like to the zoo. Like there's just one scene where he goes to the zoo, and all the monkeys, they're all stupid and like sad, like walking around, and then he throws the smart juice or whatever, and then they all wake up and then go crazy and start like a rampage and take over the world, and then the world freaking dies because it's like because the serum kills humans or something. I don't freaking know, but it makes apes smart or something. It's a good movie. You should watch it. Actually. It's actually a really good movie. And the evolution of them, and they get smarter. It's pretty good. But what?
We got distracted. I want to get straight into Discord questions, but we got so distracted.
Huh? No. We should wait a sec for Discord questions because I don't even know how many I have. So I'm stalling, waiting for my Discord to like write as many as they possibly can. But what was it? Oh yeah, so that was in 8th grade when I went to see Harambe. That was like one trip in 8th grade. Wait, where'd you go for your 8th grade trip?
We went to Disney World.
You went to Disney?
Yeah.
Wait, did we talk about this?
I don't know if I've ever talked about
on
it
here.
But I've told you.
You went to Disney World in your thing, right?
You went to Disney World. We funded a ton of money.
Holy crap.
We went to Disney World. And it basically like pissed everyone off because no one else did it ever and will ever do it again.
That was
and they were
crazy.
mad because it was such a good trip that it made.
Re-explain the concept of an 8th grade trip, though. Like, what even?
We don't go on it. Our eighth
I don't
grade,
know.
our 8th grade trip is end of middle school, and basically our primary school ends at middle school. Then we go to high school, a Jewish high school, separate institution. A lot of them have them merged now. Now they're bigger schools. They have the one huge school, but 8th grade is like it's the end of middle school, so we go on a trip, and you're graduating. You get I guess it's.
But we have to fundraise. We have to fundraise it. That's the whole shtick.
Yes,
you have to fundraise the whole thing.
The school doesn't pay for it. You have to fundraise the whole thing yourself through yearbook ads and through just events they do.
Learning. I didn't get a yearbook.
Learning.
There was 5 kids in my class. There was no yearbook. We just learned. Please give us money. I'm gonna learn so hard.
Yeah, we'll learn in honor of people, so people pay to do that. But also, we did like a dinner. You do like fundraisers. So
your class did it really good that year. You were hustling
really hard. We had a goal. We worked really hard.
I went to that dinner. That was a nice ass. I want to talk about that for a sec before we talk about your trip. That was a nice ass dinner. I remember there were like this like meat sauce spaghetti thing.
Yep.
That was really good. And I was a kid and I liked it. I remember the school would make terrible ones, but that one was good.
And it was made by the parents.
It was made by the parents. Was our mother a server?
Yes, like all the parents pitched in.
Yeah, she did serve, and you had they had those ices. So many of I remember, those ices.
Oh yeah, of course.
You had like so many of them. You gave me so many because you gave me so many of them. I was so happy. Yeah, you gave me.
We overbought, so you kept coming back like, "Can I have another one?" And we're like, "Sure."
That was great. That was great. Did you raffle anything? What was it? It was just a dinner.
We also did a raffle.
Was you raffle?
Wait, it might have been that night. It could be. No, I think we did a different night.
It was just like a dinner, like that people give money to for learning. Like, what was that called?
It was no. We did a bunch of things. We really fundraised hard. We were like low-key pretty good. We did just a regular dinner. Why? Because it was the science fair that night, so people came.
Right.
People came to look at the exhibits. So we said, we'll make dinner for your family an hour before. You'll eat dinner, then you go see it. And it's perfect because everyone comes with their families anyways. So now you can have dinner, and then it's brilliant.
Was that the first one, or it was copied idea?
No, it was copied.
Yeah. But you guys did it really well. I remember.
We did it very well. We made a lot of money because I don't know why. I guess that year, like people really didn't want to make dinner or something, and everyone came, and we advertised it a lot. And low key, the way our school works, we were in a very religious school. Now it's more religious now.
It's pretty religious still, yeah.
We had the girls and boys had different classes, so we always. So the
boys and girls fundraisers, because the classes are pretty much separated. So
separate.
The money's separate money. That's how it works. The girls fundraise for their trip, we fundraise for our trip because we go on separate trips.
And we would hustle. And
how many kids were in your class?
We had five boys in our class, but there was like 8 girls, I think.
Okay, you had a small class, yeah.
Yeah, I also had a small class. But for the dinner, we said that's what we were able to do.
The average one is like 20 kids, but yeah, I go.
We were able to do Disney World because we had a small group. We said we don't have to fundraise that much money to do it because it's not like a class of 20 people. We had a very small class. So the girls, we asked them, we said, we kind of like made a deal, like which fundraisers are you guys going to do? Which ones are you going to do? And for some weird reason, they didn't want to do the dinner. They didn't want to do anything that made money. And we're like, okay. And I think we made like $1,000.
Well, the way you said that, the girls didn't want to do anything that made any money. Whatever.
No, we were talking. We said like, we think the dinner's gonna make good money. They said, no, we don't want to do it. We'd rather have something else. I forgot what it was, but I think we made $1,000 off that dinner, which is a lot of money
for 5 kids to and that was just one thing. I mean, you did a bunch of other things.
Yeah, we did a bunch of other things. So,
were you in the science fair?
I was. Why not?
Like I'm saying, like were you participating in the science fair the same night?
I'm sure I was because everyone had to.
Did you win the science fair?
Yeah, I got first place. Not that year though. I think was it that year? Maybe it was that year.
You got first place at the science fair?
Yeah, I did. I'm a nerd.
Wait, what about the other years? Like how many?
For sure, I don't know.
I remember seeing a bunch of your freaking ribbons at home.
Yeah,
being pissed.
They switch it off. I don't know, just like stupid contests in school. But the science fair, the first place was the only one I remember.
Of how many people though? Of your grade? How does it work?
I think it's just your class. I don't even know.
Like the boys' class, like the 5 kids.
No, it was the boy. It wasn't completely separated. We had classes. We had all the classes in the afternoon were mixed, like all the math, English, history.
Yeah.
But in the morning we had Hebrew classes, so that was separated because we learned different subjects, whatever, just the way they teach it. So science class was a mixed class, so it was with everyone. I don't know
How many girls were in your class?
8. I just said.
Oh, sorry. Oh, so it wasn't even that.
Wait, no, I actually
Okay.
think it was. I think they grouped it, like grades 4, 5, 3, 4,
No,
5.
no.
That's
Because
all
listen,
you know, they did. They grouped it.
no. In my class, because it was my class. We had a bunch of. There's 5 kids in my class too, but there were like 20 girls in my class, so they did like the whole thing. And I remember the girl I didn't get first, second, or third. I got participation.
Yeah, you probably did the volcano.
No, I not did volcano. I did magnet stuff, and I wanted to finish it early, so I put the papers on in the wrong order. Because there's a way you have to set up the papers, like with the conclusion and everything on the cardboard thing, whatever. I still good. I don't care. But the girl that got first place, it was so obvious that her mom did the entire thing. It was completely obvious. It was so obvious. It was a piss off. She was using like these long words, like you don't know that word.
I low-key did a great job in my science fair. That's why I won.
Which one was it? What was the project?
Mine was which detergent works the best.
Oh my god!
And I actually did research into the chemicals that they used. And if you're curious what my results were from 300 years ago, Tide detergent. And ever since then, that's all I buy. Not a promotion.
Not a promotion.
No,
it's good. It's good. Tide's great.
Tide works. Was by far the best, like beyond, and it happens to be I think one of the judges works at P&G, and I think they make Tide. Yeah, P&G makes Tide. So when I said Tide was the best, I knew one of the judges. It wasn't rigged, but it happened to be one of the judges who worked there, and they're like first place.
Anyways, use code BOYS for 5% off your Tide products. One day. But actually,
we did. No,
please.
We did the dinner.
Okay.
We did. Every Sunday we did like a teaching your kids how to play sports event, but it was pretty much babysitting for a few hours.
Right.
We did the auction, and those 3 events made a lot of money.
You did an auction? What the hell was you auction?
We went around to different companies, and they gave us things. They sponsored things that we could auction off.
How'd you get
Reds tickets?
You got Reds tickets? Did they have to give to charities, tax write-offs? Like
people sponsored. No. People sponsor. Like people in the community would say, "Yeah, I have season tickets you can have for one game, so give us one game." Or random people give donated jewelry, money, random stuff. People donated.
Okay, jewelry.
Yeah.
You got jewelry donated to you?
Like very low end stuff, but yeah.
And people where was the auction?
We hustled, man. We hustled hard. To our credit. But what?
Where was the auction?
It was at school. It was a random night. It was I don't know.
Did people show up to it? Did he have food? Did he do a whole thing?
If you're asking how and why people showed up, there must have been something else going on too. I don't know what it was, but there was. I think there's also a dinner, but it wasn't our dinner. It may have been a different dinner. But then we did the auction at the end of it. I don't remember. People showed up, man, and people paid a lot of money for stuff because people would like to sponsor. Like people want to.
Also, it's an ego thing. Auctions in general.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that where 1,000, a lot of that going on in the community. But did you make a good amount from that? Was it better or worse than the dinner?
I think we made not like a ton, but we made a good amount. I don't remember exactly. The dinner, I remember $1,000. We're like, we made $1,000 off this dinner. Like that was crazy.
Wait, how much do you make in total? How much do you make in total? If you want to share the details.
What? How much make it for our trip?
Yeah.
I don't. It's either 6,000 or 7,000 we fundraised.
Okay. That's great. That's 1,000. That's 1,500 a kid. I mean,
yeah. Plus, you have to take chaperones, but it makes sense because flights plus Disney park passes plus accommodations. Yeah, I mean that's how much it was for. We brought some. I think we brought for chaperones like a couple plus their kids. We paid for them all. We had so much money. But circling back, I was gonna say is about the boys and girls having separate trips. They were upset at us because our trip was so good. Right. We furnished so much money that it made the girls jealous. Which we were 8th graders, like we furnished so much money. We literally were walking around with thousands of dollars in cash. We didn't have a bank
in your pockets.
Yes, we literally had in a locker. Luckily, no one would steal.
You had cash in your locker?
Over $1,000 for months. And I remember our teacher saw it. He's like, what do you do with $1,000 in your locker? We're like, we don't have a bank account. We don't know where to put it. I had some
like,
crappy
that's freaking the school plug, like what the hell? I mean,
it was nuts and whatever. So they're very annoyed. They didn't want to let us go on it because it's too much. It was too like, it's not educational. Like you shouldn't go on this. They were just upset that we said we have so much money. We want to go on a crazy trip, and they were so annoyed at us. But there was nothing they could do about it. And eventually we convinced them. They basically said like, hey, they fundraised the money, let them go. And Disney World's inspirational. Nice. It's very educational. We said, yeah, there's rides that teach you about climate change.
Yeah. Walt Disney hated Jews, so we're gonna go and be nice and whatever.
It was a great trip.
Wait, didn't you have to? Didn't you have to give money to like the girls or something? I remember you saying that.
They basically, so they got annoyed at us. So they said, well, you have to give some money to them. And first we're like, what are you? Like, we don't have to give money to them. But then so then they said like we're like fighting back and forth, fighting with the principal. Because we're kids and we're like, like we're carrying $1,000 of cash, and we like showed it to her. We're like, we have all this money, and then she like, but now I'm an adult. Imagine like an 8th grader comes to you, is like, we have like $7,000 like here. Like, what do we do with it? You'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So like that's what the reaction was because they're shocked. Mm-hmm. So they said, well, you have to give some to the girls, and we said we flipped out. We said, no way. Like we worked so hard for this. And eventually they agreed that we don't just have to give some, but they said you have to pay for your yearbook and stuff. And we said we paid for most of the yearbook, I think, for the printing and for the extra pages they wanted. We said fine, and we just gave them the money. We literally we opened it up. We said, here,
take this,
and they're like
double back by next week.
They were shocked about how much money we literally had. Like
you gave them an offer they couldn't refuse.
I know we're like wearing we were like. Top hat with
freaking Sopranos, like
How much do you need, kid?
Exactly. You can come back to them next week. Where my money? Whatever. But what was it? My 8th grade trip. I mean, did you fundraise for learning also? Just learning Torah and stuff.
Like a lot of the money came from ads,
right?
And learning for people, but people sponsored.
We mainly just did like learning stuff, and we had like some sports thing for a second during fast days so parents could drop their kids off, and we didn't have nothing. Somehow though we raised like $5,000, and
a lot.
Yeah, we actually did pretty freaking. I know. Also, but one of our classmates also had a little donor action going on.
In comparison, most years they fundraise 1,000 to 2,000. That's why it's like
right. The whole class.
Most classes fundraise most 2,000. I think the girls in our class fundraise like 1,000 to 1,500.
That's crazy. That's not even like what do you? I guess they would just have to go on a road trip somewhere.
Yeah, they went to Chicago or something. I mean, I'm sure they had a good time, but like you're not gonna be able to go anywhere crazy. You just go to like.
We went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was great. It was a beach house. I mean,
your trip was actually really nice.
It was really nice.
It actually was a lot of money.
It was pretty nice. There was a lot of drama and stuff, and just get how the money. But eventually, it was all there. It's a whole dramatic situation, which we could talk about another time. But
it's just if you're a bunch of 8th graders with a ton of money, you have no idea what to do with it. People are like, no, we should do this, we should do that, and it's just so much money. There was a lot of fights too between us.
We just had to hustle a little bit. It was good, and we had a little bit. We for sure had a little bit more of help in certain areas, but I mean, we still had a nice trip though, so it was pretty epic. And then I had that awkward moment with my teacher, where I think I also said another podcast where I said the word condoms instead of condiments when we had a bunch of leftover condiments in the fridge at the end of the trip, and I said, what are we going to do with all the leftover condoms? And then it's really awkward because. So we brought our math teacher, who isn't Jewish, and he's like a young guy, and the rabbi as our chaperones, and they were both there. So it was just a funny situation. What are we gonna do with all leftover condoms with my math teacher?
Classic Tzvi moment.
Yeah, classic moment. But I think actually, you do the outro. Well, should we do some Discord questions?
Yeah, bro.
I'm pretty sure we don't. There's literally like nothing. I should have.
We'll do the one or two.
We'll do the one or two. One was okay. These are some stupid. Oh, what are y'all gonna do if y'all hit 1K subs?
Try to get monetized.
Oh yeah.
Or you said that you could do it earlier though. It's just about watch time.
No. No. You only have to hit 500 subs now. and a few thousand hours. So watch all of our episodes so we could make $2 from this.
Keep it on in the background. Just keep playing.
There you go. And Yitz, thoughts on Warner Bros. Discovery suing the NBA over lost media rights? Do you know anything about that? He's probably asking you because you're a lawyer.
You know what? I'm going to look into it. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
I had no idea about it.
And ever been to Canada? And if
We're
not,
Canadian.
avoid Ottawa. Is what he said. He said avoid Ottawa. But we're Canadian. Our parents made us Canadian.
I've never been to Ottawa. I've been to
Ottawa.
Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal.
Yeah.
The main cities.
Yeah. Why do you have gray hair? Wait, is she talking to me? You're not gray. Are you gray? Are you graying? You're not graying. We're bald.
I have like one or two. Maybe it's you, old man.
I'm not. I am freaking maxing out all my stats. I'm like a video game character.
If it's me, the answer is
no. You're not. Are you? Is there a secret hair? There's a scene from you haven't watched The Boys yet, but basically, there's one.
I'm watching it. It's too cringe.
It's not. Oh my gosh, you're gonna get a lot of hate for that. That is a crazy thing to say.
No, it's too.
It's too gory. It's too much. Too heavy.
Yeah, it's too much. I thought you described it as
You've grown soft. It's only like what?
No, you described it as like something like different than I started watching.
It's a thriller. What did I think? What do you think it was gonna be?
It's a little bit too. Yeah, it was too.
You got kids now, and so you're probably soft and stuff.
Too crude.
Well, our other family members watch it. They think it's great. When I say
cringe, I mean like it's like
it makes you cringe physically. Yeah. That's what you mean. Yeah. It's a heavy show. Yeah, but it's so good and the acting's amazing. And there's a part where I won't get any spoilers, but basically Homelander, one of the superheroes in the show, he's getting older and he starts graying. So he takes like every new gray strand of hair he takes, he like plucks out and like puts it in a jar. And he looks at it. So I'm like, so are you doing? I was just wondering, like, are you doing?
No,
that,
I don't. If I do look gray, it's because
you don't look gray.
It's very busy.
What if you got what if you buzzed off the sides like to a 1 and got like a 4 on the top? I think it'd like a short.
Because then I can't put on tefillin.
No, listen, right? Yeah, it's tefillin, the prayer things we put. We did the whole discussion about that's why Jews get certain haircuts. But listen, right? It's because Jews are weird about haircuts because this one prophet got punished for getting a nice haircut, which whatever.
No.
What?
Yosef.
No.
In the Bible.
No. Also, a guy in Prophets, I believe, is
really
got a haircut and he got punished. Like tried making his hair nice and he got punished for it. Because you're not allowed to have anything nice in Judaism apparently.
Nicely, and that's why he sat in jail for 13 years. Because he
13 years. This guy went to jail. He's got a haircut. Yeah,
and also what Rashi says. He styles his hair, and therefore he got jail for 13 years.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
Appearance.
You ever saw that one meme of me in hell explaining the NBA to a guy that got stoned for like being being slightly mean? I'm saying me in hell speaking to the freaking dude that speaking about Prime Fortnite. To the dude who went to jail for the rest of his life for cutting his damn hair. Don't worry, we're all going to heaven. But there's one more thing I just want. You're gonna say something. What were we just saying? Please. I don't want to forget it.
What?
What were we just saying?
The prophet?
No, the haircuts. Right. So it's tefillin, the thing we wear on our heads when we pray. Right. You're not supposed to have like a crazy fade because the tefillin has to like touch your hair, which doesn't make sense. Like has to like touch your head, but it doesn't make sense because if you get a 3 on the top and a 2 on the sides, it's the same thing as if you got a 4 all around. So I don't really get. I guess it's what it looks like.
There's 2 different opinions. Listen, kid. I asked rabbis. Technically speaking, it's not an issue. There's 2 different parts. One is, in general, there might be an issue with having extremely long hair when putting on tefillin because then it's considered on your head because your hair is so long, it's not sitting on your head.
Right.
Like if you have like just extremely long hair. There's a second issue. Actually, there's 3 issues. That's the most Jewish answer. Actually, there's 3.
Actually, when 2 Jews argue 3 opinions, yeah.
If someone has long hair and they flip it back, so basically their hair goes, you're right, my hair goes like this, but then what if my bangs went all the way down, and I took my bangs and I gelled it back, like people do, right?
I know you're talking. I know you're talking. I know you're talking
And
about.
then you put your fill-in on top of that folded part back. That's definitely an issue because it's not even sitting on the original hair.
I don't play like this though. In the morning, my hair is like straight down. Like I do this after a shower. Yeah, so I'm actually good.
So that's the second, because then it's not sitting on the hair, this original hair that's connected to your scalp. It's sitting on the folded hair.
It's a double hair. Okay, I see you, Rabbi. Okay.
And then the third issue is if your hair is higher on this part of the head and the sides are shorter,
okay,
then it's also question, is it on your head? Because the hair, meaning you're purposely making it a bigger separation. You can't have a separation between the fill-in and your head.
Right.
So if you're specifically cutting your hair short on the sides, then one can argue and say the strictest opinion is saying that, well, if it's any longer on the top of your head, if it's a 3 and a 2, then technically the 3, you're making a separation by making it one cut longer. However, the rabbi I was talking to said that it's not an issue because, I mean, it's on your head. I mean, like you're saying, like it's the same thing.
Rabbi.
Because you could just get a 4 all around, and who cares if you get a 3 and a 4.
Rabbi uses rational thinking skills and comes
so it shouldn't be an issue, but technically, yeah, like if you want to be super strict,
so here's the thing. What if?
So therefore, I only get one side, and I look beautiful.
Listen, you do look beautiful. But listen, what if, and this is a fourth opinion, you're balding. We're balding together, and your hair is naturally a 3 or a 2, and your sides are naturally a 5 or a 4. So you get a lower number because it's balding, but in actuality, it all comes out the same.
And this is what the Talmud was arguing about for so long. And that's why no one understands it.
Yeah, that's why no one that's why no one understands it.
In case you're wondering what the Talmud is like, it's literally this. Yeah. I mean, they're much smarter than us, but like just arguing over theoreticals. Yeah. So I appreciate.
Anyways,
thank you so much for watching. Make sure to download on Spotify.
Watch all the other episodes.
Watch all the previous episodes. Like, subscribe. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That was amazing. Let's go.